get that tea.
I get a drink just in case I get thirsty talking.
That's funny. All right, 278 people, 171 likes already. Dude, you're popular.
What a long day.
Yeah, it was a long time waiting though. Like we waited a long time to arm wrestle.
Yeah, I made practice for 12, and then a lot of people came over at 12, and then Derek couldn't make it until 2, and we wanted to wait for Derek, so.
Yeah.
Still a good practice.
Yeah, good practice. Very good practice. I mean, you feel Devin's in trouble. You feel good, man. Your hand and wrist still solid. I still have the same holes that I've had recently as Pro Nation Riser. Arm feels strong, but yeah, you feel like a ton.
Yeah.
Feels real good.
Feels like old times.
Yeah, right?
We'll be a good battle.
I'm excited now. I'm excited about the future matchup. I think it's going to be fun. It's just, are we both going to keep getting bigger? You know what's going to happen?
I don't know.
It's going to be a 400-pound me and a 300-pound John.
Yeah,
what's going to happen? Practice went really well. I was happy. So, guys, the footage is going to end up being on both channels. So, I don't know when we're going to edit that. Should Rebecca?
Monday we'll have our video ready.
Monday will be released, and then click Robert Gold as a moderator real quick. Boom. Add moderator. All right.
Thanks, Robert, for the text. Appreciate the super chat.
You read it?
Does he have a question? No.
What's your first move on Go against a top roller? Drag back or cup?
It just depends how good the top roller is. Posting style top roller, Cobra style top roller. Sometimes I try to contain, but sometimes I can't contain. So, yeah. I like the low top roll with the dragging in the lat. That's what I'm the strongest at. But sometimes I have to resort to the Travis type top roll, which is a posting style top roll. So,
would you still top roller, or are you gonna sometimes hook them?
Well, I would love to try to take their game completely away from them and hook them, but sometimes it doesn't work out very well. Such as my match with Dimitri, he ended up flattening me out, and then it was just a bitch to try to continue to pull like that.
Right.
So, especially super matches like that, you make a mistake and screw up, you don't get much time to really reflect and refresh, and you go at it again. You're up there in 90 seconds, so it can kind of mess you up for the rest of the series.
Yeah. Because I can't supinate past here, I'm a top roller. You know, I don't want a top roller hooker. I want a top roller. A lot of unless you're your style of a containing dragging hook. So many Americans shoot to get the hook.
Right.
Well, if you do that against a top roll and you miss it, you're stuck. That's why this thing's all jacked up, because I didn't have the hand and wrist to force it to shoot for it.
Yeah. No, the question's easier what do you do if you know someone's trying to hook you? Then you back up and get that separation of the hand and really go for the rolling Cobra style top roll. But top roller is difficult because,
there's a lot of styles. A lot of angles, a lot of low hand, like everything. Yeah, so that's probably a good answer to that question from the go.
Well, there's options. There's 3 options, so hopefully you have some experience with the guy. So if option 1 doesn't work out, try option 2 and option 3. And
option 3,
like I said, it's really tough. It's tough in a super match situation, but in a tournament, you've got the time to be able to sit back and relax and rest and get a fresh start at it again.
One of the things I liked about your match with Dimitri was once it was here, you're just you just came forward and commit.
It was the only guy left,
but it's that third option. So it comes in.
Right.
Yeah, so that was interesting. Oh shit, Pablo and Jerome.
Ooh, we called it,
dude.
We were right on.
Yeah, I mean it was a match stopped.
Jerome popped him one match, and even the first match that Pablo won, Jerome had him within an inch. So it could have easily been
it could have been a 3-0 sweep for him.
For
Ended up being a 3-1 for Pablo, and then left-handed. 3-0 Pablo.
Right. No, I knew once Pablo stopped it. I thought anyway. I'm glad. Like I said yesterday, I'm glad that because I was if Jerome would have crushed him, I would have went, oh man, Jerome is the next super match.
Right, damn it, pull that guy now. Yeah. So thanks, Pablo.
Yeah. Good to see.
Okay, before you guys move on to the next, ISA Fitness dropping the super chat wants to know, Michael, do you think you have any chance against Hermes now? And John, what do you think about his answer? Go ahead.
I 100% think I do. Hermes is a very strong guy. He's got a great hand, great wrist. I mean, like today, if we'd have pulled today, rested for a week, I feel like I have enough tools in my toolbox to win a war, right? I would like to think in a couple months I'll have enough strength so it's not a war.
Right.
But I think I have enough tools in my toolbox now to win the match,
Yeah.
even if it's ugly.
I think Hermes is one of the toughest matches out there for you when you've already experienced that. So yeah, it's yeah.
Well, he knows what to do.
Yeah.
You know, and he's aggressive.
Yeah.
He's aggressive with all the attacks.
Yeah. He's kind of similar. He's kind of compact and got the side pressure of a Todd Hutchins along with the wrist to keep you in a bad position.
Let me tell you, we were talking about this yesterday. Do not go on vacation and have an arm wrestling match because that shit will bite you in the ass. Because that's what happened to me there, and he was on fire. Now imagine
right. You didn't know what to expect.
No, no. I was like, we're in Italy, we're having fun.
Right.
Oh my God, who is this? You know?
Yeah, sometimes I don't know that might end up working in your benefit to not be all uptight and worried and stressed out.
But I'm just now he's a 30-pound bigger guy,
Yeah.
right? So he's a strong young man, and he comes from a family. His father was a world champion. I mean, he's a legit dude. We're gonna find out a lot with the Gardecha match, and then
No, he's got three big tests. So if he passes all of those tests, and how many who's left? You, Batali, Levon,
you.
Yeah, I don't know. Me.
I'm excited about what's coming. So yeah, that's my take, and John thinks I'm wrong. That's where we go.
All right.
Look
All
at
right.
John. John done figured this stuff out. Well, he's a pro.
Just a short.
But yeah, to control him like now. Round 2 did go to the straps. It did. Round 2 went to the straps.
Right.
Because they
They
spun out.
split. That's what I thought was going to happen. Tony's
Yeah,
tall
you
enough
even
and long
said that.
enough and big enough.
Yeah,
that
says
it's
that
hard.
happened.
It's hard to get a hold of Tony.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, very impressive. And then round 3, Cody was able to control him again, just manhandle him.
And the thing is, like you said, he's a 6'3" guy, but he's got my levers.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a 6'3" guy levers. I got normal dude levers. He's the same guy. Like he's just not a huge hand, but that cupping strength is ridiculous.
Strong.
All right.
Wrist.
The shocker of the day.
Pause. Let me read this first.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay, Wild Frames. John, much love, man. Are you really think you can beat Devin, or are you just doing this for the recreational reasons?
What do you think, Mike?
Okay. So I still think Devin's the favorite.
Yeah.
But
What's the 1 in a million?
no.
1 in 100? 1 in
He's
10?
He's in for a surprise. In my opinion, round 1's gonna be a shocker. In my opinion, you know, that's me giving my honest opinion. He hasn't gripped you. He won't grip you until then. Don't touch his hand until you set up.
Do not do it.
He will try to grab you every day leading up to it. Grab his left hand. Don't touch his right hand.
Right.
I think round 1.
I got a shot.
Yeah, I think you definitely have a
So
shot.
you're saying I got a chance?
So you're saying I got a chance.
Well, thank you for that.
Nah, dude, you feel good. I mean, and it's fun. I mean, we just looking like after we pull it, I'm sitting there just looking at your hand and your wrist, and it's as thick as I've ever seen it. You know? Yeah. So.
I feel ready.
No,
What happened to our phone?
Holy crap!
Oh,
Did his phone
it's
just die?
dark. No, it's still there. It's
Okay.
just in the sleep mode.
Sleep mode.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
Oh, freak me out.
And Ant Banks 1984 says, when you're pulling, how do you know when you're at a certain position where it's at a high probability of arm break? How do you know to get out?
I've never felt uncomfortable with my bones. I don't know. I've had the uncomfortable feeling with tendons letting loose or being strained past the point of safety. But bones, I don't know. I've never felt uncomfortable like, oh, I need to back off because my bones feel like so I don't know what people experience right before they break them.
So everybody thinks my left arm broke, and it didn't. It was my ligament.
Dislocation, right?
Ligament ripped off and elbow dislocated. The bone, I think my humors are just really tempered. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah.
I just think they're very tempered. My elbow obviously is fractured numerous times.
Right.
But I've never had surgery or anything. So.
I don't know what the difference is between arm breakers and non-arm breakers, but I've always contended that if with more experience and time on the table, that worry of an arm breaking goes away. But there's been cases where seasoned arm wrestlers
100%. Like,
just break
remember
their arm
Joyce
out.
King at UALA? Joyce King. We're 10 feet away and her arm snapped. Been arm wrestling 20 years.
Right. Well,
I was like, what the hell? You know? So what was the injury you had when you were like 13?
the golfer's elbow. So all the muscles in the forearm that tie into that inner elbow, basically the muscles and the tendon pull that bone off the end of my arm.
Okay, so you didn't break your arm.
The bone
But-
broke,
okay,
but
yeah.
the bone broke because of the
tendons,
strain of the tendons pulling on it.
Okay, see, I've told the story wrong because I was told that you broke your arm when you were 13, you healed back strong, you became Superman. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's true.
That's kind of what happened.
So yeah,
We're sleep mode again.
at 13 years old, that's what happened. But there's been a lot of cases that I've heard people talk. Oh, my 13-year-old did this. And sorry, guys.
So what,
it's
what do you
me
need to
with
do to
Are
keep
we
it
there?
from going to sleep mode?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't either.
Okay.
Oh, we got a super chat?
Pabna Full says, hello, John. It's Muhammad. If you manage to beat Devin against all odds, will you accept a challenge from Jerry Cataret?
Yes.
I believe he's still.
I think I want to pull Jerry before I go pull Devin.
Like tomorrow. We'll pull Jerry tomorrow.
He
Jerry
said, I
next
believe
week.
he's still holding grudges for that smack talk in the after pool from you in 2012.
No smack talk. I've never pulled Jerry in the condition that I'm in right now, and I would love to. Yeah.
So would you just grab,
Tune
push him
Jerry up.
past his shoulder?
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything feels pretty solid.
So if Jerry wants a super match,
He said, let's
call my manager.
Juju Magoo says, small contribution for the upgraded internet equipment. Love these live streams. P.S. Moderators, do your jobs, but you must regulate comments for spam and offensive stuff.
It must be about me.
I don't have my glasses, so I'm not reading
He's like, I have
any
no idea what
offensive
you're
stuff. So.
And the 60 switcheroo, John, my picture is fluid. If you win, I will change my picture to your winning pin. You have my word.
All right.
And Michael, thanks for the pick at the Olympia. John, how did the forearm tendon feel during the practice today?
It was tender. I didn't pull until later in the day. I didn't pull with you inside at all, did I? No, I didn't want to. I pulled with Derek Smith a little bit inside, and initially it felt like I didn't want to pull at all. But after it warmed up enough, I was able to put enough pressure on it to do all right. But it initially was very sore and tender. So 4 more weeks, though. I got 4 more weeks.
Okay, so we got another one?
Shocking.
The shocking thing that happened today. Eric Spoto versus Michaela.
Neither one of us saw that.
My
coming.
God, Michaela, you are a stud.
Yeah, you are.
You know what I'm saying?
We have to apologize
I-
for our
I-
comments
I-
last night. It's so bad of us.
I'm
to
so sorry.
doubt you.
You are the man.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
swear when he turned and looked at the camera at the first pin, I thought he was looking at me.
Right,
He's like, you
right.
dumbass, you know?
Eric, just no hand and forearm, I guess. No dragging ability from that hook position, and Mike just kept on the bicep and
Stayed on it the whole time.
That's the biceps only
And then
last
in
so
round
long.
2, he elbow fouled out, you know,
Yeah.
because he was just dragging to be too aggressive. But Mike was just amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means for Eric now, because I know he is one of those guys that was not going to start competing until he knew he could, where he felt like he was
Right.
at his best. So I don't know what's happening now.
Yeah, I don't know. I expected a little bit better drag from him and a little bit more. Well, I didn't think he would top roll, but I thought maybe he would try to pronate with his hook a little bit better than he did. But yeah, Mike controlled it.
Mike looked awesome. Because I had only tested out Eric's hand, you know, because I top rolled through
Right.
it, but I had to fight hard to do it, you know.
In fact, if I think back, the last time I pulled Eric when he came up to Bob's place, it's probably been 20 years ago, so he's completely changed. But I also seemingly now remember that dealing with him straight across with the hand was a lot tougher than actually hooking him. So
Right.
it's just the opposite
So
of
it's
what
just-
you would have thought.
Huge, enormous arm, not hooking that dude, you know. But yeah, his hand is ridiculously solid. But I guess if you just crank down on that wrist and throw that power to him, I was very impressed. But that's the extent of the matches today. So that's our.
Richard Lee says, you're an inspiration, John. And you too, Monster. And
Thanks, guys.
there's
Appreciate
more. There's more. A lot of people are wanting to know how Derek felt today. Did you talk about that already?
Super strong hand and wrist. He's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Definitely straight up, fresh for fresh. I think I would have a hard time still dealing with. I think my option would be to try to hook Derek. Going up top with him is dangerous enough. He's strong enough that I wouldn't chance it.
Yeah, see, for me, I have to talk.
Have to do it.
Yeah, because I won't be able to force him in a hook. And today, you know, we were doing ready goes, and I tried to flash him in a hook, and he would stop me a few inches before, and then I'd pronate into his hand, you know.
Right.
And then he just kept holding on to me. You know, like,
Right.
You're like, don't do that, Derek.
Right,
You know?
right,
But he's just like, he kept holding on, you know. But he is a big, imposing, and you can tell the improvements in his hand and wrist.
Yeah.
They're there, you know, he's a strong guy.
And Nick the Toy Collector, I like your name, Nick, says, hello, John and Michael. Question for you, John. Does your brother Bill still arm wrestle, and does he ever give you advice on upcoming matches? Thanks.
No, Bill hasn't been involved in arm wrestling for over 20 years now, so doesn't train, I don't even know if he looks at the sport anymore. And yeah.
How much under is Bill than you?
2 years. Only 2 years. He was very committed and very strong for 3, 4, 5 years, and when he decided to quit, he quit.
He's one of the very few that
Never.
can just quit and be like, I'm out.
Right.
Dark again.
Sorry guys, I keep touching the phone.
If
because
y'all will
my
holler at
phone's
me,
going
I'll
dark.
just reach up and touch
All right,
it.
babe. I will
Ramblin'
holler.
Ren, do you think Spotto's muscle mass might actually be a hindrance, and maybe it forces his arm to be too open?
It just looked like his tendon separated to me, like it's you know.
I was in shock the entire match. I couldn't even tell you what happened. I didn't see that coming. I was genuinely scared that Mike's arm might, because I just thought it was gonna be this crazy
So much
roar,
power,
and
right.
I was like, Mike's gonna get turned on, and then Mike's like, "Rah-bah," and he caught him at
Stopped
the
it.
base, and then just started dragging. I was like, holy shit, you know?
Yeah. To me, it looks like Mike's hand and wrist were strong enough to really just keep Spotto up,
Almost palm
up to
Yeah.
the ceiling, and that's.
I don't care how big and strong your bicep
form,
is. Yeah, unless you got a good Kingsman, you know, you don't want to be in that spot, and I don't want to be palm up either. So, but yeah, it was. I don't think it was because his muscle mass was too much. I just think.
Yeah, I don't think the matches went long enough to really even get a massive pump. It looked like his tendons just separated.
Yeah.
Lisby Colasso Alfonso, what a name. I know he is going to try and wear you down, but please do what a perfect storm would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to stay calm and try to not get caught up in the hype and the stuff. And I've watched enough videos to kind of know what to expect from Devin, and I'm gonna need some help. I'm not gonna be able to do it on my own. Hopefully, Bill Collins will be there to help support the shenanigans that are probably gonna go on. And
You do need a ref that will take control.
Yes.
You know, and Bill just wants to start a fair match.
Right.
That's his only intention is to start a fair match. So I mean, you just got to be prepared for it though. You got to be prepared that anything that Devin can do to throw you off your game or to pump you up, he's going to try to do.
right.
But you got to respect him for it. I mean, he's one of those guys that once it's time to battle.
Should I expect a false start?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Should I just go limb?
Well, here's what you don't do. Once he pins you in the false start,
Don't be pulling the.
don't let him get the strap and tighten you back
Pull
up.
it down,
So
yeah.
do not let him do that.
Or throw a leg up on the table and.
Yeah, whatever it takes. But I mean, yeah, 100% false start. False start him.
Yeah.
As soon as they grab his penny. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shake hands.
But that's kind of playing into his game. That's going to require energy for you to do that. But so,
I don't know, man.
it's a tough call with Devin.
He's a handful.
Matt, Tickle My Limits Larry
What's up,
is
buddy?
here. Hey, Matt. Is there ever a time you are hitting the workouts like usual and been grinding hard, and then all of a sudden you throw on 10 more pounds? Just happened to me. Is that considered leveling up? Y'all are both awesome.
Well, we leveled up last night going to Burroughs Pizza.
Right?
I was like, I'm 8 pounds less than I was when I went in.
We were both I think our
Where did my weight go? I was 147 last night, now I'm 143 or 2.
Yeah, I was like 296 last night, and I was 289 today. But I did have jeans on.
What does that mean? We got some big guts.
Apparently.
This is a good
Dark
one
again.
from White Wolf. Sup, John? Are you practicing the King's move with Michael?
No.
Devin will
No.
definitely take it there.
Well, the thing is,
Oh.
he doesn't need a king. He practiced pulling against it.
Yeah. I practice.
How early are you flying into Dubai?
I haven't heard exact dates. I initially heard the 2nd or 3rd leave from Phoenix, but now I'm hearing 5th or 6th. So I'm hoping later than sooner.
Juju Magoo. Aw, thank you, Juju. Can we give Rebecca a shout out? Having someone behind the camera makes such a difference.
Oh, it makes it way easier on me. For sure.
Like, I don't have to
I
put
love
glasses
this. I need more moderators and people
Than being alone.
actually asking me the questions instead of me having to read them.
Wild Frames. John, one more uncomfortable question. in your prime, do you have the feeling that you are the best at some point in terms of self-esteem and self-criticism? I'm confused by that question.
Self-esteem.
I'm gonna have a follow-up question once you answer.
Self-criticism. I have always kind of known who I am, if that's the question that he's asking, and yeah, I've never really come across somebody that I didn't think that I had the ability to be at some point. I haven't experienced Vitaly or Levon, but pretty much through my career, I've always felt like I could be the guy, the top guy.
Oh, that's awesome. So I was gonna say, is the best version of you? Can the best version of you
Beat the new
best?
guys? I don't know. That's a question that's yet to be.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, Levon and Vitaly.
If you beat him, it will give you confidence.
You're like,
got a shot. I'm next.
Got a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you say there's a chance.
There's a
you know?
chance. All I need is a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
Greg Brown says, hope you are hungry. I think he's talking to you, Michael, because going to have all kinds of good food tomorrow.
Very hungry. Thank you, Greg. Super excited. You know?
He's an excellent cook. He was my cameraman for Texas.
Okay, cool.
Greg,
Yeah.
He's a good
He's like,
cameraman.
come have the best Mexican food of your life. I'm like, I really do like Mexican food, so it sounds like an awesome day. You know? Do we have to arm wrestle or can we just eat? I just want to eat,
J Too Little, thanks for all the content. John, how would you rank Lupke's, Dean, and Goodrich in their primes? First, second, and third?
Lupke's, Dean. I think it's hard for me to say Cleve in his prime because I didn't know Cleve in his prime. Cleve in his prime was probably mid to late 70s. And I would maybe guess that Cleve possibly could have been the strongest of those three. Gary didn't pull him until
94,
90-ish.
93,
So yeah,
94,
a lighter, more out of shape, older version of Cleve, and he was completely maxed out. And Gary was tip-top shape, strongest Gary's ever been when he beat Cleve.
When he
So
flashed him
I'm gonna say Cleve first, Lucas second, Gary third. Gary was strong, but Gary had the disadvantage of the small hand and small wrists.
I'm seeing a lot of people. I see your guys. These are coming pretty quickly, so it's.
Yeah, see, I told you, it's not just me.
I'm going to go grab water real quick.
Where you going, buddy?
Oh, where you going, buddy?
I tried to do that. Well, I'm not under the table. See how I said
I didn't even get the cue.
I was like, I'm gonna go get my water.
That was for you guys, okay? But a lot of people are wanting to know, what daily exercise would you recommend?
Hand and wrist. If it's daily, it's got to be just hand and wrist. It can't be the big muscles, the big tendons.
Think of it as a job. Think of it as, labor. Your hands, wrists, and forearms, you can train daily. You're not going to train everything else daily. So that's the same approach that I take, hand, wrist, and forearm daily. You don't have to be max effort, just hand, wrist, and forearm daily.
Yeah. Even one arm wrestling at the level that we did today, it's too much. The tendons haven't fully healed even after a week's time. So, if you
So you're saying you're pulling every day on a tour is a horrible
Oh,
idea?
absolutely. I'm shit canning that idea that Devin's got going on with pulling every day up until the rest period. It's just bad. It's funny. I could still arm wrestle fairly good. I feel the aches and pains, but making eggs this morning, I was stirring, went, whoa, Joe, and like that tendon just completely shut down.
Yeah, it got you on the wings too.
You
You started up the wings, it got you. Yeah.
So yeah, they're overworked.
White Wolf says, thank you, Rebecca, for moderating. John gets so many super chats on his normal feed that he just can't keep up. John, we totally understand. It's usually like a machine gun. You're the goat.
Thank you.
Awesome.
It's fun. I like it. I like trying to keep up.
You're like, these things are so fast. All we see is John's finger.
We probably should hit this just to refresh
Before it goes dark on us. But
Please
it's delayed. Okay.
realize this will be a defining fight for the GOAT.
Well, the thing is, in my opinion, regardless of the outcome, it does not do anything negative to your legacy, right? You're still. But if you do win around, holy shit, like you said, you could walk off after the first round, like, see you in 6 months if you want another shot. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's so many things that and a lot of it goes back to what Devin did to me in Dubai, right? It took Devin stock and put him through the roof. Right. So if you are capable beating him, pinning him, anything. Yeah,
It gives me hope to really be able to do something in 6 months,
absolutely
5 months, 6 months.
Yeah, so there's a lot of options. I mean, like you said, you have to go down and pull Zoliev and then Ingen, but what's next?
Yeah, we'll see what goes on from there.
The Natty Bros.
We are looking for sponsors right now for this right here.
Oh, yeah, super match. Yeah, that'll be.
Oh, ask them about anybody that knows how he can write his book.
Oh, okay. So, guys, who wants amazing information from the greatest arm wrestler of all time in a book, digital book format, whatever? Somebody who is into that, publishing, knows how to do all that.
Knows grammar, knows punctuation.
All those good things. So, like, do the whole biography type deal. Message him on Instagram. I think it's something that we all.
I don't know about the biography thing, but I think just in the.
You know what I mean? Just someone who's going to be able to take your words and put them, where they're not. I don't know. Like they're going to need to take my words and fucking grammar that shit.
We can collaborate together. We can do a book together.
There we go. All right. So it's called "Where You Going, Buddy?"
Right.
Mark Harris says, "Damn guys, you're looking solid. Try Nessa's hemp for healing. I swear by that stuff. Hemp, HEMP.
Is it gonna make me fail a drug test? I get drug tested at work, so I can't be.
Not a good plan.
Not a good plan.
Doing the hemp stuff.
Yeah.
The Natty Bros. I actually like this, and I would like for you guys to talk about this. Anyhow, what do you think about Derek versus Tim? And I'm going to add in, what advice do you have for Derek, since you have both pulled Tim?
Hey, you go first.
Okay. I don't think Derek is strong enough to hang on to Tim. He's going to need to utilize the straps. I think he needs to stay tall, keep his hand high, let Tim pronate and run away, and then reclamp and go from there. So knuckles high, Derek, do your top roll, but don't try to do it without the strap. And yeah, and then hopefully
What's the chances?
hopefully have enough side pressure. I think
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, we did pull first and everything before you finally got to pulling the way you did. I think Derek's height and his ability to get taller than Tim, like you said, could be a problem for Tim.
if he does that.
Yeah.
If he tries to utilize his hand strength and control Tim's top roll, that's
Tim
gonna be
is
a
very
problem.
good when someone's trying to hold on to him.
Right.
And so if he can avoid that,
Right. If
like
he falls
you said,
if he falls into the trap that he did
with me
today, then it's gonna be bad for him.
do not hold on to him. That is a match I'm excited to see. Another match, I would like to see Corey versus Tim.
Corey versus Tim would be. I would say Corey should try to control the match.
Absolutely, it's a completely different style.
Yeah.
And I like Corey a lot in that. I know I've said I like Corey a lot against Todd Hutchins, but these are different styles.
Right.
I like Todd Hutchins versus Tim Brzenk. I think Todd beats Tim.
Right.
He's ranked below him because they haven't pulled.
Right.
But I think Todd beats Tim.
Right.
Because I think Tim might could expose him, but Todd's not going to let up, right?
Not
And
let up,
eventually Tim fades,
Right.
But I would like to see Corey versus Tim as well. But since if Derek does beat Tim, then Corey versus Derek. It's just like the whole thing. Well, Pablo beat Jerome. Don't get to worry about him right now. So it's kind of like you just get to jump up.
You assume things, but yeah,
it's not necessarily the case. Because
right.
styles make matches. But So
I've got to hang on, Juju Magoo. I am looking for it right now. Matt Tickle My Limits Lyric. Hey guys, I have killer tendon pain when I'm supinating pressing inner elbow area. Any advice? It's intense when I touch it or dive into a press. Thanks.
Ice, high volume. That's gonna be my answer to pretty much
and
all.
rest.
Yeah.
And depending on the severity, it could take months and possibly a year. So just try to deal with it and.
I mean, it's
work
either
through it
are
a
you
little
hurt
bit.
or are you
Yeah,
injured.
how
If it's
bad-
an
how bad
injury,
is it?
then
You don't want to make it worse, obviously, but
if you're hurt, work through it. Ice, high volume. If you're injured, ice, rehab, physical. All the things you need to do to.
resting might be the
healthy.
best thing you can do for it. I mean, I know you think that work in an effort to build, but your body is building that, trying to rehab that injury, and just doing nothing might be the best thing for you in the long term.
Moderators, will one of you please find Juju Magoo's last super chat. I cannot find it, and tag me in it so I can read that.
There was one that just went through.
Mark Harris. Damn. Oh, we already read that. Hang on a second. Talking about you guys looking solid.
So solid.
Alex Mariani. I'm a fan from Mexico. Love the sport. Love you guys and Devin as well. Is a win-win for all of us. Hope to meet you guys someday.
I agree. Anytime you have John Brzenk competing in arm wrestling, it's a win for the sport. Just because, I mean, like we said, at the end of the day, it's just fun to having you back. I mean, really, I'm a fan, except for if we arm wrestle. Not a fan anymore. But while I'm not arm wrestling you, huge fan. You know what I'm saying? But
Wild Frames, thanks for the honest answers, John. Good luck. I appreciate that you answer questions from someone from the other side of the world, Bulgaria in this case.
Yeah, you guys aren't too far away. I know Bulgaria.
Internet makes the world very small, too.
I like Bulgaria.
They're hollering at us to fix the phone timer, but I'm afraid to touch it because I don't want to lose the stream.
Right?
The timer.
Yeah.
What's going on with the timer? What's the timer?
The timer's what's making it go to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Diego
we'll
Garcia, let's go, John. Please keep the MNL going. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Monday
So
Night
now
Live.
everybody knows what that stands for now?
I did not, and I was like, oh, Monday Night Live, because I remember him telling me Mondays. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. It was, and that's actually a great little thing, because SNL,
Right.
MNL. I was like, that's
Right.
genius. We're gonna be TNL, Tuesday Night Live, Thursday Night Live. I don't know, but
At Gigi Magoo, just go ahead and answer your question and tag me. I will see it because it'll highlight us. Timothy Larson, thank you so much for the support. And by the way, guys, there are 664 of you on here now. Be sure that you hit that thumbs up and let
there's
YouTube.
1,200 on here is what it says.
Oh, over there? Okay.
Yeah.
Hit that thumbs up and let YouTube know that you want this to send it out to more feeds. Okay?
So, do we have super chat, or are we gonna go into the question that was asked last night?
Do it. Which one?
All right. So
About
we were
what
asked
happened
last
in
night. No,
or UAL 8?
UAL 8 in our match at UAL 8.
Right.
So for me,
I can't do
anytime that I get a chance to pull you, it means a lot, right? So it sucked for me when you laid down to Jerry, and then I had to pull Jerry.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck.
But you have to,
You know what I'm saying?
but you have to look at our point of view. Both of us went there to pull you. We didn't want to pull each other.
I know.
And of course, you had Drink in your back pocket, so of course Drink gave you the buy and then made us pull. So that's why we were looking at
Bye.
it.
What are you talking about?
Dude,
Pull everybody.
who wants to pull him first? You want to pull him first? You want me to pull him first? Because if we pull each other, we're both SOL. So that's how that all went down. So I like try to analyze it and possibly, I know how you feel about that whole thing, but maybe you should have, it would have been a bunch of people laying down, right? Because Jerry and I could lay down, you could have then laid down
And then
Jerry,
pushed off,
but then you would have had to pull me,
And then pull
it
the winner,
could have pulled
right?
me. So it was not going to be,
Yeah, it was just
not good for one person.
Well, the thing is, it was 10 grand in first place. Second was 1,000. I'm
Right.
like, fuck, And then, because I complained about the pin in the second match because I shouldered and they came back and I felt like I was about to make a move and they called the pin. And
Oh, your arm was turning white. It was about ready to break, dude.
But I was still in it. I was in it, right? So I contested the call.
Oh, you're talking about our match when you hooked, when you
I
hooked.
contested the call and they were going to restart it.
Oh, I completely forgot about
and I
that.
was
But
like-
I do remember that was kind of,
Well, see, I'm an idiot personally because it was $10,000.
Yeah, no,
versus
I got you,
$1,000.
I got you.
And I'm like, hey, fresh for fresh, who would win right now? And you're like, well, probably you. And I'm like, that's enough.
Right.
I'm an idiot. Like, I just got the restart. Let's do this shit again,
No,
But
that's the shitty
in the
thing with
moment for
open
me,
tournaments.
it just meant a lot because I had such reverence and respect for you.
Right.
It meant a lot to me. So, and then that's the most viewed video on the planet, of where you going, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, John knows how to beat him.
Yeah. So
Yes.
nobody ever knows. Nobody ever knows the backstory. Well, some people know that are in the know the backstory. But like I have no chance in the last 5, 6, 7 years of beating Dave Chafee. And then the A1, he had that war with Staplenkov. And then I'm like looking like I'm Superman beating Dave
Well,
Chafee.
you
And it's
beat-
all over the internet. And everybody thinks, well, yeah.
Well, you
Brzenk
beat
could
Dave Chafee, then a month later you beat me, and then the next season you beat Devin.
That's why.
It's like,
that's
fucking
why I
12 months of my
retired.
life.
That's why I retired. I was like, I
beat
just beat
everybody.
3 guys that I should have never beaten. I'm out of here.
But yeah, it's cool. Like I said, I did feel like it affected our friendship for a minute because things got a little, twisted. And one of the things, like I tell people all the time, for me, the titles and the championships and all that shit have meant a lot, and I'm proud of them. But being yours and Ron Bass peer, was probably the highlight.
Right.
When we would just have phone conversations. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? And then that kind of took that away for a bit. And I was like, fuck, that sucked, because it did mean a lot to me. But it is competition.
I understand.
It's
I
competition.
understand your point of view of that whole thing. Yeah, but like I said, both Jerry and I had venom in our eyes to arm us to you, not to arm us. I mean,
well, you
and
each
it
other
really.
before,
I mean, the money was nice, but it really wasn't about the money. It was beating you because you were the man at the time, and it was like beating Michael Todd's the most important thing we did. We cannot wear each other out.
And I'm sitting there, as soon as I had that stupid ass, I'm pulling Jerry, and I'm just like, I just had to win, right? And it's 2 minutes and 8 seconds. And then I'm like, I'm fucked. Like, there's no way. I walk on stage, Rebecca's trying to run my arm down. I'm like, honey, it's over. I'm screwed,
Right. So I don't know what would have been there's no way you could have switched that back on us. If you would have laid down to him, then you would have you would have came down loser back, and you would have pulled me fresh for fresh.
If Jerry would have beat you, or
he already beat me because I already had lost.
Yes,
to him,
you're right.
so
I'd have had to pull
you. Would have. All right, I'm gonna fix this.
All right, we'll be right
Hang on,
back.
guys. We're going to fix the...
Now we're never gonna go away.
The
All right,
master
guys.
of technology, John Brzenk.
Brian Wagner.
What's up,
Hey,
Brian?
Brian.
Hang on a second. We're still...
My arm's still screwed up. Yes,
we good?
it still hurts from pulling you last week. It's not healed yet.
But what about Pablo, buddy? That was impressive.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He looked
So
good.
Brian Wagner says, "Hey Mike, is Corey West pulling in your tournament end of this month or for your single elimination deal December 11th? I can't find any ranked super to pull."
He's the guy. So he's pulling Myrtala Aslanov, overall champion of Azerbaijan, in a super match prior to the event, but he will be pulling the event as well. So I currently think he's ranked like 6th in North America, 5th in the United States. Corey, I think that's the rankings.
And Justin B, why do you guys think all the top arm wrestlers in North America are well over 40? Good luck, John.
He will be pulling it December 11th as well. I think it's just we've been doing it too long. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I even somebody with a tremendous amount of potential. Well, the few old guys that are left that are doing really well just had great potential and have gotten hardened tendons. You would think the new guys would be up and coming, but even guys with the greatest potentials, it still takes 3, 4, 5, 6 years. I mean, it's not an easy process, and it requires.
Well, a lot of the question I think comes to Vitali is late 20s, early 30s. LeBron's 31, but you got to remember these guys have been arm wrestling over a decade. Since teenage kids, and they've grown. Like, look, Vitali's 6'9", and he used to be a 170, 180. Now he's 310 pounds or something.
Right.
I mean, these guys were proficient arm wrestlers as smaller guys, and then they just kept growing, right? So none of it happened overnight. They're just younger, but they started young too.
Yeah, they're exposed to it at an early age compared to a lot of the American athletes.
Absolutely. So Corey started end of 2016, so it's almost been 5 years. But even then, he was 26, right? Before he ever, in the 154-pound state champ could be, So it's just...
Need more arm wrestling in junior high and high school.
If we had that, who knows?
Yeah, we turned into the powerhouse like Sweden did, Like,
as soon as they introduced it to schools,
Heidi,
that's what's crazy, is Heidi's husband is like the Olympian or whatever, and she's more famous in Sweden than he is. That's how big arm wrestling is in Sweden.
Yeah, so that's all. I mean, it's obvious. It's a proven fact that if you do that, you're gonna develop world champions. I mean, Sweden has so many world.
It's amazing how strong their female team is as strong as Eastern Europeans, Russians, Ukrainians, anybody. They're bad.
John, this is from Juju Magoo. How much does future losses count towards your legacy? Are you in post-retirement or coming out of retirement? Can people who win now say they really won?
Yeah,
dude, if you beat him now, you're a pretty bad dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do I got to do to prove that I'm still formidable?
Ask me. Just ask me. It feels great to me. I got. If we pulled December 11th, if you're pulling me instead of Devin, my hands are completely full, completely full, and it's 50-50. In my opinion, it's 50-50, and that's. I mean, I'm gonna try to hit you as hard as I can on go. I'm gonna, I'm just gonna make you bury my king's move. I mean, I'm gonna fight to the end and hope that your old ass wears out. That's it. That's my shot. That's what I got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, you're strong.
Thanks. I don't know. I don't think I'm, like I said before, I think I'm as strong as I've ever been. The reaction time, the speed, the reflex, the ability to hit is what I'm honestly, truly missing that I wish I could get back. It would make life so much easier for me. But as far as strength goes, I think I'm just as strong as I've ever been.
Yeah. There you go, guys. Strong as he's ever been. So, yeah, he's very, very formidable. Very formidable.
Josh Bowen, Mr. and Mrs. Monster, thank you guys. Appreciate the time and content. John, pull and enjoy the sport and keep up the good work. It's much appreciated.
Thank you. I've been having fun with this, so yeah. Appreciate that.
Michael Todd's calcified
Bone.
Top arm wrestlers have calcified bones, just like me. You're so funny. I love how you guys just really get into
the character.
The character, yeah. I absolutely love it. I think I missed time. I'm going back. So you guys chat about
What else
chat
we
about
got?
your practice.
So you're gonna send the practice video out? My phone failed. I got the good.
You got the
Good footage and the good match.
one.
The early matches, the later matches weren't so good. But my phone, the way it was set up, it was pointing into the sun, and
You do realize you didn't have to say that. You could have just been like, "That's where it was." I walked
That's
away,
it.
and that's
I
what
got
I
killed
did.
him. He's a bomb.
I got 8 minutes of video, and then it went dead.
So this is also Michael Todd's calcified bone. Thank you again for the support. It affected our friendship, especially my bone.
That's kind of bad.
Timothy Larson, John, did you ever pull Bill Collins? And why doesn't Bill pull anymore?
Ooh, Bill was always a little bit lighter than I was, so I never really remember pulling Bill in any competitions. He was always like a 170-ish pounder when I was.
I pulled him at the 198 AAA Nationals in Bakersfield.
Okay.
Pabna Full, hey John, what is your favorite type of breakfast?
He makes a pretty damn good omelet, and that toast was pretty fire this morning too.
Yeah.
Well, what do you like?
I don't normally eat breakfast at all. I normally just have coffee and then try to starve myself until lunch. I'm not a big breakfast eater. But yeah, eggs aren't normally something that I would do. But yeah, eggs, I guess, is the only thing I ever do when I do eat breakfast. But
So back when you were a kid, what was your favorite breakfast?
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
I love Fruit Loops.
Hard to beat a good boy.
Oh, Levin Gasparini doing good work. Thank you guys for being great moderators for John. And by the way, if you have not liked this stream already or subscribed to his channel, be sure that you do that before clicking away. Tabletop arm wrestling. Hey John, I was the kid wearing the WAL shirt and the backwards hat at the Illinois practice. I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to pull. It was awesome. It's something I dreamed of since I was 11.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that I got a chance to pull in Chicago. I wish I was a little bit more healed and in better shape to pull harder and longer, but yeah, that's a strong group. I don't know. How did you survive that? I know.
It was horrible.
I probably just watched a video I think today this morning.
It was horrible. It's so bad.
You pull a lot harder and bigger and stronger arms than I did, one right after the other. I didn't last very long.
They were strong.
It's a strong group.
We're, like I was saying yesterday on our live, we were considering a redemption tour where we go back and I try to do that.
We need to
just
team
fresh,
up.
you know?
We need you and Jen and all three of us know when to go there, and then we could maybe take care of business in Chicago.
I've got two things that I want you guys to discuss. The Pattern Forms 85, absolutely, they need to talk about Lachlan Adair versus Toddzilla. But also, from Levin Gasparini, one of your moderators, he says, Rebecca, ask Mike and John if that was him, I think that's you, in John's corner at the Vendetta 2006 against Alexei Samarenko.
You didn't pull Samarenko. He pulled Andre Pushkar.
And
Travis pulled Samarenko.
2006?
Oh, it could have been a different one. You
I
might
pulled
have pulled
I pulled
Samarenko.
Samarenko, but no American was.
No, you
with
were
me
another
when I
country.
pulled. It was somewhere hidden in, I think, Poland somewhere.
Yeah, we were both in Manchester in 2006 after the WFs. He pulled Andre, I pulled Tarsi Bakken, and Travis pulled Samarenko.
Right.
So yeah, I wasn't in his corner then.
Yeah,
We were both in, Sofia, Bulgaria when you pulled Jan and Chesky and I pulled Bavoda.
right.
Yeah. And then we were both in Vegas when you pulled, I
Hey,
pulled on
Phil.
Chesky and you pulled some
Right.
Blinkoff.
No, yeah, we've pulled quite a few super matches together.
Devin's forearms is best of luck to you, GOAT. Kenny Ferguson, John.
What's up, Kenny?
Would you be willing to pull a left-handed super match?
My left is weak, but depends on who it's against. If it's someone that I think that I have a possibility of competing against, yeah, I would be open to it.
He'd probably pull me left.
You're easy to beat left. Depends on who it is.
Hey guys,
Any top level lefty, I'm not pulling. That's just silly. Sillier than me pulling Devin.
I will pull some top level lefties because I got a tricky shoulder press. That's all I got, but it's tricky.
Michael, they want to know, are you going to pull anyone soon? And before you answer that, I just want to tell everyone, you can click out of the chat, hit that like button, and that lets YouTube know that you want this to come back to your feed, get notifications of John, but also it lets them know that you think other feeds should see John's channel as well. So be sure you leave a comment and hit that like. Be sure you subscribe.
I gotta say thank you to Tony Tomlinson. Sent me this T-shirt today. It didn't arrive until what time did it arrive? Like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So it was after the practice.
It came today.
Yeah, he asked me to wear it during practice. And I'm sorry, Tony, I couldn't wear it during practice, but I put it on as soon as I got it. Cool shirt. I like it.
Good
Thank
looking
you.
shirt. Nice
Yeah,
fit.
it's nice material. Hopefully it doesn't shrink anymore because I'm huge and I'm busting out of it.
Getting crazy.
Should be a XXX.
So yeah, my next match is Gennady. So technically, supposedly February 12th. He's pulling Zolia. Todd Hutchins pulling Sasho. So I don't have a match until then. I will be pulling at our December 11th, watch party for you practice. Maybe try to do a king of the table with everybody that shows up. But I have to hit. I've got to try to see if I can go through a group of really tough guys. But yeah, just training.
Don't forget about Lachlan and Toddzilla.
Okay, so my opinion is I don't have enough information and data on Lachlan. I just know he's better than Ryan Bowen. So until I see something else, I have to go with Todd.
Yeah, if the match stops, Todd for sure, and especially the way Lachlan pulls in a hook with the down pressure. I mean, I think
he looks strong.
I think Lachlan has a chance because of the way he pulls tight to his body and kind of a half-assed shoulder roll. That it could possibly affect Todd's inside pull because Todd is strongest when you're trying to pull across the table.
You're not if you're going this way.
If you're going straight down, if you're Jerry Caderet, which if Lachlan is listening or is training for Todd Hutchins, he needs to really work on that shoulder press. But
that was a path that I found in practice with him. That was the easiest.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
but it's a dangerous move.
No,
if he's hitting up the go and getting you past center, it's hard to throw that shoulder in because there's a lot of pressure going across the table.
There definitely is.
Justin Saurulike would love for you guys to come back to Chicago. I missed both of you being there because I was harvesting my crops. Was it corn? I've got to know.
There was a lot of corn there.
Always corn.
So
Come
much
back
corn.
up and grip up with the farm boys.
Yeah, definitely want to make it back because they have Giordano's. So
We love Giordano's.
It was my hometown, so I mean, it's easy for me to say yes to go back to that area.
Pyro, did I miss a super chat? I will go back and look. Kenny Ferguson, Robbie Topi left hand. He is currently 235 pounds.
he is thin. I'll pull him now. If he's 235, that's a great match for me. My God. You'd pull Robbie, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So understand, he just said you are not top level. I'm not saying it, he did. I'm just saying, those are his words, not mine.
He's so tall that I think I would be able to. My left is so in a hook, but if I gotta rely on hand strength and pulling outside, it's not so.
Well, if you can set somebody
if I can set somebody in a hook, I still got some power.
It's the steady pressure just coming down, and you got a good enough back with it that it just kind of, that's where it felt strong to me today. Because I was kind of set in on your side of the table, and it's just like, back pressure. I was like, yeah, that's strong.
Boosted Z06, I like your name. Hey guys, John, you should tattoo "It's over" on your hand for Devin to see as his hand is being pushed into the pad. Hashtag Team Brzenk.
On my hand would be better than on my forehead, right? It's over, dude.
It's over. It's just over.
Put it under my eyelids so when I close my eyes.
I'm looking for Pyro and I have not found it. So just be sure that you tag me in the comment when you reprint it because it'll highlight us and I'll be able to see that.
Someone just came through on the green super chat.
I'm going back down.
So all of you that have voted or bet on Devin, it's probably not too late to retract your bet. How long can you retract that bet?
I don't know, but this shutout stakes may not be the wisest decision by arm bet.
That's not the safe bet, just telling you.
I mean,
Okay.
it's just it was unreasonable in my mind to think that you could come straight off the couch and in 6 months be back to where you're at. But you're really strong. Yeah.
Padniful. Hey, John, is it the first time in your career you will go into a match as an underdog? Does it alleviate some pressure?
Yeah. Am I the underdog? Oh shoot! I didn't think I was the underdog. Everybody else thought I was the underdog. I didn't think I was the underdog. I never feel pressure like that. Yeah, no. So it doesn't relieve any extra pressure. I go into almost every match the same with the same mindset. I mean, you win some, you lose some. I mean, as long as you go in and give it your best effort, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times I've gone into things and just
New hashtag. Hashtag retract your bet. Oh, would you get that on a shirt and wear it while you're in Dubai? Somebody send John a shirt.
That says hashtag retract your bet.
your bet, Devin.
All right.
Devin, please don't bet on yourself.
I like that. John, who are the best right-handed, left-handed arm wrestlers in Arizona outside of you?
Dustin Allen, Eric Wolf, Wayne, can't think of his last name.
He'll be in Tucson tomorrow, though.
Yes, hard hitting, outside puller, top roller, will shock your upper arm. He hits that hard.
Yeah.
No regard for his
Safety of
health
his
and
arm. Complete disregard. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah.
Are they the same
That's
right
about
hand?
it. That's about it. Yeah, those three.
Big Grove Goats. This is something that we saw a lot last night on our stream yesterday. John, where did you get your shirt? The one that you were wearing last night?
Oh, that was Lethal Arms. Paul Lynn's group with bad with names. Yeah, Lethal Arms. I got 4 or 5 of them. They've got a good selection of really cool shirts. Are all the dark grays and lighter grays.
His good looking shirt.
Yeah.
Midnight says, if you can beat Todd right now, thinking that's Michael Todd, then you can beat Devin for sure.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it's two different styles. Two different styles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, his chances are good. I think you feel good.
Ryro says, I've ran out of Brzenk videos to watch. What should I do now? Wait for more.
Make some new ones. Yeah, I gotta make some new ones.
The Natty Bros. Hey, John, always been a huge fan. Glad to see you back. I hope to be able to pull with you one day.
All right.
Where are you, Natty Bros? Let us know that. Who? Oh, okay. Oh no, Coffee Republic. Who you picking as first 5 to take on the Europeans? Thank you, Joe Mama. Said Rebecca's the best.
She's a keeper.
What was the question?
Who are the top 5 to take on the Europeans? I'm assuming you're talking about any weight,
In
open
North
weight.
America or
Yeah.
United
Said Americans
States?
is what she said,
Americans.
but that could be North Americans
No,
too.
right.
So
Top 5.
I still think you got to put Dave Chafee in there.
Dave Chafee for sure.
Devin,
Davin for sure if we're using Canadians. Yourself.
I got to put you in there.
No, really?
Yeah,
I
I really
appreciate that, but
I really think you're in there. I mean, if you're talking about top 5, okay, think about it. If you exclude you, top 5 in North America: Devin, me, Dave Chafee, Jerry, Todd Hutchins. You
Obviously.
replace Jerry,
I think I can beat.
and you might replace Todd, and you might, you know what I'm saying?
I think I can, but yeah.
I mean, you see what I'm saying? Though you're automatically top 5.
All right.
So you can't not put
and
you.
I've got a lot of experience pulling those Eastern Europeans, so.
And that's the thing. So many people don't.
Right.
Jerry does not have a lot of experience.
No, you
know?
have to be super
You and I have pulled
alert. They
between-
are so lightning fast.
They are definitely that. But as far as like you and I are the only 2 Americans who ever pinned Simplenkov. I mean, Dave got a win. It was on fouls, but he probably would have pinned him.
Right.
But as far as record wise, we're the only 2 guys that ever did it.
Right.
You know, I've got 3 pins on him, and he's got 5 pins on me and 1 foul out. But so I mean, it's just we get pulled. I mean, Andre Bushcar, we pulled all. I mean, so we're used to it. And the thing is, there's no real intimidation once you pulled Andre and Dennis. It's not really that intimidating. You know, I'm like, yeah, well, whatever. You know, I mean,
I'm the strongest guys out.
I'm about to put the brakes on them or I'm not. You know, it's either gonna stop and I'm gonna win or it's not.
Yeah.
But
Eastern Europeans need to come to the United States because it really is a lot easier for me, in my experience, when they come here and I don't have to fly on an airplane 14 hours and have
oh my
the
God.
time.
It makes it
It is very taxing.
Yeah.
It is very, and so
Especially when it's real close. I mean, it's a difference.
I mean, like you and Devin are flying to Dubai to arm wrestle.
Yeah. Well, at least it's both of us.
Yeah, so you're both having to deal with it, you know.
Whacked
But
with it.
when you're talking about a European flying 2 hours and us flying 14 in a day of travel, it's different. I mean, I don't want to use it as an excuse, but it does. There's fatigue. There's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of variables.
White Wolf, Michael, who on Neil Pickup's tricky bastard scale, I didn't know he had one, is the trickiest bastard? John or Devin? I'm staking
Oh,
you,
I'm
darling.
definitely going to have to put Devin.
Yeah, I didn't know John was
John
tricky.
is a very easy person to set up with. I mean, every time we've ever set up, it's always just been like, that's our setup.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's really.
Yeah, I try to like.
Yeah,
are you
we're-
happy? If you're happy, I'm happy. Let's
You
go.
know,
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, we just two. I mean, I really feel like we're two of the easiest people to set up with.
Right.
We both are pretty confident. We're both this. Somebody say go.
Only
You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
I don't have to have all of this. He doesn't have to have all that. We just want to have a good grip on each other, and somebody say go. That's why it would be fun. I mean, I really think it would be. So okay, let's think of a timeline hypothetically. You pull Devin in December. You pull in February. You pull in March.
April, May, June, match.
May or June. So May or June.
For your birthday.
Hey, there you go. Is my birthday a Saturday this year? It's June 12th. It's either a Saturday or Sunday.
Where are we gonna do it?
Well, it depends on who's the sponsor.
Oh,
You know,
right.
US would be nice.
We could do it on our own. We could do our own. We'll have YouTube fired up enough where we can do pay-per-views.
there is a chance.
Ah,
I mean, I like it. I like it.
you guys want to
What'd
crowdfund
you say?
that?
Birthday's on a Sunday?
Pabnaful. One
Well,
last
so it's
question.
either we have the thing on Saturday and I celebrate like crazy on Sunday, or have it on Saturday. I'm like, well, at least it's my birthday on Sunday.
If we-
You know what I'm saying? So it's either way you look at it, right? Yeah.
Pabnaful. One last question, John. What size T-shirt do you normally wear?
Double XL.
You and Michael both. Okay, both double XLs. That's what these supers are, guys.
Because I don't like tight fitting shirts.
Well,
Yeah.
I still wear the same shirt I wear at
You
260.
feel a lot of double X way better than I do. So,
But I don't
But-
like tight shirts, but a 3X hangs on me so bad. Like a 3X is not made if you're not fat.
right.
Like it just hangs like a dress.
Well, that's why I like
it
it
fits
too.
my
like,
chest and my
'cause
arms, but it's like
it hides a few of the little chubby bumps that I still have.
Oh, check out this troll's name. Thank you so much for the super chat, John Brzenk's thumb.
that's from last night's video.
I'm feeling strong today, he says.
Yeah.
Okay, just type the dono again at 365 Pyro. Pyro, I have gone back, looked through them all. I cannot see it. If someone saw it and they will tag Rebecca, tag
Well, you just
Monster
have
Michael
to ask the
Todd.
question again. Can you ask the
We've
question
asked
again?
him.
Oh, gotcha.
What did you
It's just-
say?
there's so many
It's
coming
that
up,
right?
simple, yes. So
We apologize for not getting that one, but there's so many coming in, guys.
why don't you repost it now without the super chat? Exactly.
Right,
So
right,
seriously,
right.
all you gotta do is type it,
Retype it.
tag
We're
me,
watching right now to see it come up.
Monster Michael Todd, and I will repeat it.
What would be a good location in the States?
I don't know. One would always be Vegas. They, if we were looking for a live audience, Vegas would be the kind of the coolest. But if we do something like a little closed circuit pay-per-view, any small
Right, yeah.
ballroom would do. With
Yeah. I'm really gonna work on that. Obviously, I still.
I
wanna
mean,
pull
we
them
definitely
off. I wanna
we
pull them
definitely
off,
need
but-
to compete with some of the guys that are doing the promotions like Larry Wills that's doing what they're doing in Dubai. Somebody has to investigate and figure that out to be able to do it here in the United States. Who's the guy? Who's going to do it? Who's got the technology and the ability to do a pay-per-view?
It looks like I'm gonna be
series?
making that phone call, huh, babe?
We need to do this.
like I told you about last night that we can't discuss on here, but they are the ones that would do the pay-per-view.
They are
You
the
know,
ones.
Well,
they're
so
definitely.
if you got a contact, then
Yeah, they're
let's-
definitely the ones that could do it. I'll start that conversation when we get back home.
John from Mike Sharon, are you dealing with any injuries going into this match against Devin?
I'm still a little tender, still a little sore, but I don't think they're serious enough that 4 weeks of rest can't fix them. I'm not gonna pull like I pulled today anymore. I'll pull light next week in Utah, and then it's just gonna be light bands and maybe a little tiny bit of wrist work and hand work. And I'm just hoping and praying that the tendons all heal up. I don't, yeah. It'd be nice to be able to be completely healed in case it goes into a hook with Devin, that I can put up a decent fight. I don't like my chances of winning a match, even if I'm 100% inside. So I'm not sure
He
that
is so
even
good
matters.
at just sinking that shoulder in behind and just making those adjustments. So,
Right.
like, you might get him here, but then he keeps getting deeper and deeper, and then you're just getting further down his arm,
Right.
and you get less leverage, and
Right.
now you're in the trap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you just don't want to stay there too long, right? Because he will bleed you. I mean, that's what he's a master at that.
Right.
Trapper V, just saying hi and good luck. You're an inspiration, John. Can't wait for the match with Devin. And people are telling me Pyro is a troll. There was no super chat. There was.
There you
Oh,
go. See, we got
Man,
him.
that's
got
how much.
him.
That's how caring we were. We
Yeah.
actually were genuinely caring about your money that you didn't spend. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for everybody else for supporting this. This has been a good live. I'm happy to be here. This has been a very fun stop. You know,
I'm glad you made the
enjoyed
trip.
this,
It was
yeah.
a long drive for you guys to come.
Oh
all
my
this
God.
way out here.
Oh my God.
I really appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's, yeah. I almost at some point said, oh, maybe I should just call Michael and tell him not to come because I'm not really in a very good spot right now.
Well, that was, I knew you pulled hard,
Yeah.
you know, and because I was watching, and I pulled Corey on Sunday, and I was like, yeah, I can't do it because I was like, fuck, John's gonna be a ton. And then I knew Derek was coming, and I didn't know if you and I would wear each other out, and then Derek would beat both of us. You know, you just
Right.
didn't know what was gonna happen, and I'm glad we pulled the way we pulled today,
Right.
because it gave us both good work.
Yeah.
No injuries from either person, just enough of that. The pump was crazy.
Right? It didn't take.
Holy shit!
That's the way to work out. I mean, our first match was what, maybe 30? I don't know. I have a hard time with time. 30
Yeah.
seconds, a minute.
All I
and
know
it
is
was like,
I was like,
done.
good God, what just happened? My arm?
Find an ice bath.
But you do have the pool out there to throw your arm in, which
Yeah.
was nice. But yeah, all in all, I thought it was good. I'm excited. I'm even more excited now to see the match. So the watch party's going to be awesome. And yeah, I'm excited. It's just fun to have you back.
365 Pyro says, all I said is John is the best and an inspiration. And his wife is hot.
Yeah. There you go, Ray. point the camera over there. She wants to-
Phil Woody, what's up, buddy? Okay, so check this out. Phil Woody's from the UK, and he's actually looking into flights to come to my house to watch your watch party.
That's super cool.
That's awesome. I was like, dude, you're coming to these things. So that's what's fun with this whole interaction
Right.
with the community, and you know, you get to know. It's just fun. It's awesome, and I appreciate so much that we get to do what we get to do. Like, if it wasn't for these followers and subscribers, we wouldn't be on a road trip. I wouldn't have had the brand partners jump on board thinking it was money well spent for us to do this.
Right.
And it's because of them. So
Right.
I appreciate it. It's awesome.
Yes, and Levin Gasparini, I should have done that ahead. I totally forgot about slowing down the chat. So it's,
So how many moderators do I have now?
you have two. You've got more people wanting to be one. White Wolf.
Okay.
Okay,
I can have
wants to
as
be-
many moderators as I want?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Everybody can have one.
Hell yeah.
No, there's no chats coming through. What's happening, moderators? I don't know how much power I should give up with that, but
Now, you know, obviously you want to have them reading to you.
Right.
They'll just be making sure that people don't do stupid shit.
Reach-
Like, if you used to put your links or any specials, they will just throw all them. They put all of our sponsor links in when we're doing a live.
oh, okay.
Like we mentioned Redcon 1, boom, they slam it in there.
Oh,
you know,
nice.
so
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Richie Allen Vlogs. Michael, do you think you'll get that match with Levon in 2022?
I believe if I do what I think I'm capable of doing against Gennady, and I have the follow-up promotion that I'm planning, I will force his hand where he has to arm wrestle me. But if not, I'll just pull John. You know what I'm saying? You know, but,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I can't imagine him not wanting to pull you and Devin and who up, you know.
He claims that he wants to pull both
Yeah,
me and
for
Devin.
sure he does.
I mean, you would think so, because you want to know, right?
He's a good kid.
He really is. Like, if you guys haven't
adopted
watched,
him
go to
along
our
with Corey.
Facebook page and watch me and him in the McLaren.
It was
You
so
will
fun.
love that video. It's hilarious.
I became a bigger fan of Levon after watching that. Like,
Yeah.
whatever Robert Massey was going, like, he's just
It
a
was-
big kid.
What about that
That's so
voice?
hilarious.
It reminded me of the Hulk.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, Adam Whitehead, hi, John and MMT family. Would either of you consider pulling against Lachlan and Adair from Australia? How would you rate yourselves in that matchup? And let me read this one first. Phil Woody, UK, Mr. and Mrs. Todd, coolest couple in arm wrestling.
Thanks, Phil. We
So,
appreciate
thank
it,
you so
buddy.
much, Phil.
So John said something very interesting last night. Todd Hutchins is the gatekeeper. You beat Todd, you can talk to us. But you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that in a dick way. I'm just saying I don't have enough data on Lachlan to make a.
Right.
I have to assume we're the favorite until you convince me otherwise. Todd is a bad dude. He just proved that against Corey, right? So, and he's proved it time and time and time again. He's been the giant killer. Remember when he beat Dave Randall and Cleve Dean at that Florida tournament?
No.
I mean,
Todd's right up there. I think he feasibly beat Jerry Caderet. I believe that he beat Devin the last time they bowled. I mean, he's
that first
right,
match. Yeah,
I mean, he has. Yeah.
The Natty Bro says he's from Massachusetts, by the way. He's the one saying that he hopes
I would like to
he-
pull Lachlan. I like Lachlan. The Australians, as soon as they open that country back up and are able to come back to Arizona, they're more than welcome to
Yeah, he came
come,
here at the
come
NAL
here and
tournament
hang
here,
out
yeah.
and stay and
see, I only know him through social media. Like I don't know anything
super
more about
nice, super
good,
cool guy,
good
super,
kid, yeah.
super cool group. Yeah, they were
Yeah,
super
awesome.
nice.
Yeah. He looked impressive. I mean, he's got an impressive build on him, you know. So
Yeah. So strong tricep, upper arm, but still, here again, I keep always harping about the hand strength. It's thinner hand, so not so dominant. I think with the cup and the back pressure in the top roll. So if Lachlan came over here, I think I'd definitely pronate into his hand. So stop his hook with pressure into his hand. So.
well, that's one of the easiest things to do, right? I mean, if someone is it's very rarely do I get hooked. If like when everything's firing, because I'm pronating so hard that it's very difficult to hook me. You know what I'm saying?
Pressure on. Yeah.
So and if you do try and you stay committed to that move, you end up getting your wrist taken. You know, so. But,
I'm going to read this super chat, but then I want to read something to you because it's something I want to know, Michael Todd.
okay, man. Well, we got to go take these guys
Yes,
to
I
the
know.
cheese factory soon.
I know, but I got to get these super chats in
All
for
right.
John, okay? 217, two of the wisest goats in the sport. Pleasure meeting John last week, and I can't wait to meet Mike and Rebecca next year. Sometime it's happening. Denali King, in all caps. Monster Mike, does the recent death of Sean Roden make you nervous about your pancakes?
I didn't hear about this guy. The bodybuilder?
Former Mr. Olympia.
Oh, how old?
Died of a heart attack.
35, I think. 30, no, 40.
I thought it was 45.
45. 40 something.
When I hear stories like that, though, I think, did he have an underlying condition? I mean, is it just a coincidence that he was a abuser and had a heart attack? I mean, who
Just
knows?
don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's so many factors. And a lot of what I have heard a lot about is people who are, well, you can't just say that are on pancakes, whatever, that because they had COVID, they ended up having complications and died or whatever, you know, because blood clots and all. As soon as I got COVID, I quit my TRT immediately. Like I was like, nope, because I knew it was going to increase my chances of blood clots.
Right.
And then it was after that, after I had recovered, that I decided this quest for Levon was my goal. So we talked about it, and it took some convincing before she was okay with, you know, it had to be doctor supervision, I had to get my blood work done and all that. So as far as concerns about, listen, dude, I don't drink, never held a cigarette. You know, the only thing that I'm doing right now is the pancake protocol, but I'm doing it as safely as possible. I'm on all those supplements for my liver, for my heart, for my kidneys, and I don't want to die.
Right.
You know, I just.
We're all going to die at some point, so I mean.
Well, we're not promised
can't worry
tomorrow,
about
but
it.
I don't want to. I kind of want to take years off my life
Right.
that I could spend with my wife or my grandkids or whatever. So it does come down to there is a goal, there is something that I'm doing, but I have to do it as safe as possible. And if it becomes too much of a risk, like if I just died because of a heart attack, well, nothing I could have done about that, right? But if I check my blood work and my blood work starts to look bad, then I stop. You know. But yeah, I appreciate the concern. But right now, knock on this marble, you know, I'm okay. You know.
Dana McWhite, hey, can't wait to see you on the local bar circuit, crushing cans after Devin smashes you. I think they're talking to you.
Me?
John? You're going to be on the bar
I'm gonna be
circuit?
on the bar circuit. Yeah, that's
What
where
the
I'm
hell?
headed. If Devin crushes me, that's where I'm headed straight to the bar.
That's what you're going to do. Yeah. Oh my
I
gosh.
hope Dubai has some good beer because I'll be definitely ready for a cold one.
Carolyn Loomis, John, Levon is a great choice on him as a moderator. Bring back Gary, Arm TV rocks. Oh, I was so sad to see it, Gary go. But Levin Gasparini is a moderator on here. We already made him that way. Okay, I just want to make sure that we
About
get
to
all
wrap
these
it
in
up,
because
yeah.
we've got to go to the Pancake Factory. I also
Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
cheesecake, not
Freudy.
pancakes.
Why is
We're way more advanced than those Canadians. They're still eating pancakes.
Still stuck on
We're
pancakes.
stuck on cheesecake now.
Exactly. We won up to you guys.
This is funny. YSM IRR. ILO said he went to the hotel and got hookers.
Deservingly so. That was a very
you
impressive
guys.
performance. I'm gonna be honest. I will end. That was awesome. I would have lost money.
Yes.
I would have never thought that it was gonna go like that. I never thought he would 3-0 sweep Spoda like that. But
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is a super chat from the Iceman. John, I'm waiting for your own line of t-shirts. I can envision where you going, buddy, on one.
Oh, right.
Sorry,
let me go to
Mike.
the bathroom real quick.
And, and what would be on the other side? I'm liking hashtag retract your bet.
I'm telling you.
Okay,
those
that's
are
a good
couple
one.
good ones.
That is a really good one. And last super chat, what's it like gripping up with Devin? What is he trying to do each time, and what kind of advantage is he trying to get?
He's trying to wear you down by posting really high and making you fight for a fair grip. Yeah, just making it. He makes it very difficult for you to negotiate a fair grip. Like I said, that's why it's so important to have a
good
referee to stop that, because I can't fight with the height. If he wants to set his arm up like this, straight up and down, or across his body like this, it's anything I do to try to rectify that is going to fatigue me up. So I'm going to have to just smile and say, yeah, no, thank you. Ref's grip, and I'm not even sure that ref's grip is even a possibility in Dubai. I think problems sounding like what I saw on the internet is straight to the straps. So, but yeah, my chances aren't as good in the straps, but that will be probably my option before I trying to fight for a fair grip that I know I'm never going to get.
Right. At least you know they're going in.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
so yeah, it's like what Todd Hutchins said back years ago. You need to have a lawyer to go negotiate your grip with Mike Selliers.
Right.
Yeah, you need like a really good lawyer to negotiate your grip with Devin. But yeah.
Okay, so these two just came through while y'all were answering that. Scott Walsh Science, divorced, and my sister passed from cancer this year. Your two channels have been the highlight for me. Thanks, and the snow is here in Michigan. John.
Ooh, snow already?
Yeah.
Very sorry for your loss, buddy.
Yes. And Harry, am I fixing to read a name that's going to get me in trouble?
Probably.
They do that. They trick you.
We'll say Venables. Considering how successful Todd Hutchins has been, what is more important, hand control or arm pressure? I'm
I
assuming
would
you're talking
say
about
that
side
Todd
pressure.
Hutchins is an anomaly, so hand control.
Yeah, for most people it's hand control. For Todd Hutchins, the way he's built, he's developed all the things that are necessary to win for his build. And yeah, I mean, Todd Hutchins has a very strong hand and wrist. It's just the short arm makes it very difficult for him to fight against taller opponents. So,
Right. Yeah, his hand and wrist are much stronger than people give you credit.
Super strong.
Yeah.
Super strong.
So, guys, you have been awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in to listen to these folks. And Mark Harris, if I missed something on a super chat, I'm so sorry. I've tried to keep up with them the best we can. But you guys, be sure that you have subscribed to John's channel. Be sure you leave a comment when this is over. That keeps YouTube sending it out to more feeds. And he'll
a
see you
wrap.
Monday night.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Take care, guys.
We'll see you Monday.
Yes, sir.